Bacaj! Sorry guys, that's the last time I can do this because this is the last match in Bacaj. Here we have Troxler versus Rochford. Troxler is on the Commonwealth side, which I will be spectating, versus Rochford on the Germany side. Yesterday they had this same matchup. It was very, very even, and the game lasted around 40 minutes. But Rochford had a lagging point in the game, and was unable to play. And Troxler, being the gentleman he was, he accepted the rematch for today. So here's a full squad of Trocklers coming down the center, the entire squad here, which is not a good play here, especially with them out in the open here. Both of the MGs in good positions. Over here, Troxler's MG in that window. I would recommend that. I don't recommend that position over there. The MG should actually be in this window here in better cover. But Troxler does get the middle point, obviously with the full force heading to the middle. Here we see a few infantrymen coming to the left. He really should have possibly moved a bit earlier. As you can see now, they're in a position to cover, because he sent those two men originally to the middle but decided to go left. He really should have split them up a bit earlier. I would have also liked to see Troxler come to this point here, because there's probably only a few infantry of Rochfords here, and he could have easily grenaded them or taken them out. So he did secure the middle point, but at the expense of losing both the right and left, it seems. So, but now Rochford is reinforcing the point with more men. Machine gunner in a horrible position here. Don't know what he's doing there. Oh no, he's moved into a better position. That is pretty good position. Actually, I think we found a good position, a new good position for Bacaj, which is over here. The assaults on the left by Troxler seem to have failed at the moment. So he doesn't have too much presence on the field now. It doesn't look good for Troxler. He has a few infantry here. A good MG in a good position over here in cover. But all around the map he is totally spare of any sight or infantry, so Rochford could just come sneaking down from either side. Now you see here a militiaman squad heading down on its own. It won't be able to take that point on its own. It needs the support of something, and it does in the form of a Vickers machine gun, which I don't recommend at this stage of the game, because there's so many damn counters for this in this part of the game, including the 222, the 223, the half track, basically everything. So this won't actually do much damage. It may pin down the units, but actually might not kill the units behind the cover. So it's actually not a very good buy. It's good for actually holding a point, as in stop units from coming by. But if you're assaulting a point, it's not the greatest unit in my opinion at this stage. He would have been much better off with an all-econ, as Rochford here reinforces this point with an assault squad. Multiple shots pinning down the Brenner MG. Doesn't really have a chance to pop out. But here comes an assault squad reinforcing, as Rochford has reinforced here. So I don't think Troxler will have a good chance capping this with the amount of infantry behind cover spread out very well by Rochford, especially with the MG in that position as well. So if I was Troxler, I'll definitely start really pushing the force into the other points first, and then think about maybe flanking middle from down here, because it's less of a risk to flank through here, especially since there's two MGs here, which is a slight overkill by Rochford. But nevertheless, this MG is pinning down the units here, the relatively minimal defense that Rochford has. And we see a vet sniper here behind this copper pipe here, being able to take out the units capping the flag. And this MG wouldn't have a really chance of taking out the vet sniper as well, so that vet sniper could quite easily take out these units here, capping the flag. But a nice move by Troxler here, pushing his infantry down this alleyway where it's less guarded, but that MG over here does have actually good sight down here as well, so that's a particularly good spot for this side. As we see a Voltrum squad heading down here, possibly just from more sight. So Troxler seems to be securing the left-hand side. Not sure how long it will take this with a sniper out there being able to pick off his units. Would like to see a black watch call or something of the sort by Troxler, because he really needs extra infantry to possibly have a go at this point here, because I doubt this point is heavily defended, because there is a few MGs here, an assault squad here, some infantry here. There must be only 2-3 guys here, which can be easily overwhelmed. But here comes the Tetrarch. I suppose with this Tetrarch, to make the greatest effect, I would possibly move it to the center area here and take out the windows, or sorry, the roofs on top of the windows to make it collapse. But here's a Luke, an easy counter for the Tetrarch. The Tetrarch doesn't turn, doesn't notice. Ooh, it escapes the Tetrarch's, the Luke's grasp. But here is that AT rifle, boys AT rifle here. Does get taken out though, right there. It had a good side shot, but the Tetrarch comes out dangerously, very dangerous move there. And that was deserved by Troxler. You should never run in a Tetrarch or a Daimler or any sort of light vehicle of the British. I would only say the Russian T-70 really has a chance versus this. It does have a good chance versus that because their armor is very good. But these infantry will be running in vain. MG here, MG somewhere up here as well. So he does manage to cap the point still with the MG from the Black Watch pinning down the infantry. So middle is in the hands of Troxler at the moment, but not for long. The MG has moved position maybe to get a better shot at them under cover, because in that high position you can shoot down the MG. The MG is deciding where he's going to go. He's just going to hide for now. He's hiding, he's running away. He's saying, no, I'm going to wait till something else comes. Possibly a light vehicle. That Luke maybe is repaired soon, and we can run that Luke down here, take out all of Troxler's infantry. But we have an AT gun by here by Troxler in the form of a 6-pounder, which can take out the Luke and also take out any subsequent tanks that he wants to buy, such as the P3. But the Luke is still tracked in a vulnerable position, in a position now to shoot. He should shoot very soon because that has been in repair for a while. It has just been repaired. Can he take the shot? He engines it before it escapes behind that window. Nice shot by Troxler there. And here's an Anzac squad now from Troxler reinforcing the middle point. You really should put an MG in this window here to provide cover so you can shoot down at those troops over there. But fighting in the open now, he needs to find cover very soon because that MG back here could easily come out. And that Luke has also been disposed by like 6-pounder, which is a good play. So looking quite promising here by Troxler. He might be able to cap this point. But you can see over here, I've noticed that he did have a lot of infantry here, but the sniper somewhere here has been picking up his infantry. He hasn't actually noticed that. His full squad of infantry holding this point has been picked off by a sniper. So you really have to watch out for that. An all-econ would have been good here to pick off that sniper. So good counters like the all-econ, Crusaders or any sort of AA gun can take out the sniper quite easily. Now good grenade battle ensuing in the middle now with Rochford and Troxler. Anzacs getting the better of the SMGs. As you may know, tomorrow is Anzac Day, so good job to Rochford for giving them some gameplay today. And Troxler has spawned in a commando squad now, coming down the center, maybe possibly going to flank this area, which will be quite good. I think he can quite easily punch a hole through because there's only SMG infantry here. If he manages to just get them into position, he's in quite vulnerable position. He'll possibly prone this infantryman there. Not a good play there, or bad micromanagement in fact. But this MG now is relatively useful now because it's in a position of defense. It will stop these units or make these units think twice to advance to this point. But the sniper is, I think, lingering here, somewhere here. It really needs to be a priority target for Troxler right now. So really, an all-econ will definitely be one of the best buys Troxler can do at the moment. And so as Rochford, a Flak 38 will be probably one of the better buys that Rochford can do at the moment too, because the impact of those AA guns are really supreme. They really stop any light tanks and pretty much stop any infantry. So it's basically forcing the enemy to go a tank to take it out. Though those kind of AA guns, which run supreme against infantry, are very important to build in 1v1s especially. So here we still have Troxler struggling to gain the center point from those MGs. He's now sticking in a bunch of commandos, which should be able to cap the point from this infantry, but that MG is really doing a lot of damage down this area. You're able to shoot behind the sandbag cover. One guy sneaks through, but nearly gets a grenade. Manages to cap the point because he's a commando. And he's a Goliath, interestingly, from Rochford. He must be wanting to blow this cover here, I presume. I'm guessing he's just hating this building here. He's going to blow it, which is a decent play by Rochford there. But there he goes. And there goes... No. That building manages to survive. Maybe if he drove it into the building, it would have collapsed the whole thing, but that's very spectacular explosion there. And there goes Troxler's cover for now. Middle still being capped though because of that commander there, but there is also a sniper in this building up here. So Rochford is relocating his sniper, which is a good play because they are definitely priority targets for the British right now, as an 80 infantryman is being used for capping a flag, which it really shouldn't be. It really should be hiding behind walls, waiting for the position to ambush, or waiting for opportunistic time to come out and shoot. And another Anzac squad, well done again to Troxler.
Fire at infantry.
So he's fixated in the middle. I would really like to see Rochford really try and attempt to get this point, because I doubt that he's defended at all. He's wasting a lot of MP and men trying to take middle against a sniper, an MG, and a lot of infantry behind cover. Basically all infantry killers versus the Anzac in the open. Unless he's doing a tribute to Gallipoli, I don't think Troxler is playing very well. So he really should be attacking this right-hand flag here. So he's bought another Tetrarch. Not a very good buy in my opinion, as there's nothing really to take out. Nice flank here by Rochford though. Excuse me. So it's changing its shells, I can hear. Possibly a HE shell. I would have possibly moved to the middle because, as you can see, Luke here is in prime position to take it out. He needs to switch back to AP, but can be easily hauled from the front. Oh, don't turn your side, Rochford. Please don't turn your side. Oh, no. It's turreted. Can it take one shot before it reaches? No, it misses the opportunity to take the shot. And there goes another Tetrarch. Not a good buy versus the Germans at this stage. There's nothing of use to take out. With these Tetrarchs and Daimlers, I would probably use them more to flank something like a Panther or a unit that's already been turreted. These units are not there for an infantry support role, really. I'd prefer the Crusader AA out there if you had it. And there goes also the 6-pounder being crushed, and also now the Vickers, which is going to be crushed. So there goes the entire Troxler's defense on the left and in the middle. Sherman buy by Troxler now, which is a decent buy. But I would say that Rochford, as you could probably tell, if you've watched yesterday's game, he bought 5 Panzer H's, so a Panzer H would easily counter this, and I would say Troxler definitely has the money for a Panzer H at this stage, considering he hasn't really lost too much. As you can see, Rochford on the scoreboard, 47-4, and point-wise in terms of kills, 120 to Rochford, 32 points to Troxler. I kind of feel bad here for Troxler, nearly winning yesterday, but because of Rochford's lag, he had to replay this match. He didn't have to, but he chose to replay this match, so very gentlemanlike by Troxler and a very good sport. Thumbs up to Troxler, but maybe it may result in a better next round match versus Boz, as the winner of this match goes to fight off the defending champion Boz, which should be a good game regardless, whoever comes through, because these two players are both very skilled players. But Troxler is still fixated on the middle. He's managed to pressure it and cap it, but he's taking too much losses here with the MG sniper, MG sniper. So much infantry killers. He really should try assault this, which I think Rochford is just so happy. He's probably just got one guy here the whole time, sitting there having a smoke, having an easy life when he shouldn't be. So 2-2 here, poised for an assault on Troxler's western front. Nothing possible on here that can take it out, only for that Panzer here, Panzer Sherman, which should come down here, take out that Luke. It should be a priority target right now, because this is in a position where it's quite useless. It's not really targeting anything. If it was to target something, you should take out the MG there, the sniper there, and maybe roll down here, take out that Luke. There's so many priority targets this really needs to choose. But he is sneaking infantry again, hassling the middle. It needs to be more economical, this Sherman. As we see a slow advance here. AT rifle infantry going for the Luke. I don't fancy its chances in the frontal range. 222 maybe, but Luke, you won't penetrate frontally with the AT rifle at that range in my opinion. But there goes a Valentine. He's bought 2 tanks. That's a bit strange. Not a very good buy in my opinion, as a H can easily roll up, take out that, then take out that. So 2 vehicles, one which is a slightly weaker unit but better armor, one which is a more heavier tank, as we saw a H here coming there, a counter for both the Valentine and the Sherman. But the Sherman can be played smart and hide behind these buildings, wait for the H to come in at closer range where it can penetrate and do damage. But the H is going to pop out maybe around here, which is in a pretty hard distance for the Sherman to do. The Sherman should be in DC now. It really should be in DC, aiming for that turret, the weaker part of the H. It shouldn't be pulling back now. It's in a good position to attack, but no. That Sherman really should have possibly come in a bit closer even and loaded an APCR and popped that H. Valentine is now in a position to do the same thing. APCR straight to the side or the front. Either way, it can do it at this range. Move up a bit closer. Force Troxler to come out a bit more. No. Slightly, I guess, the tank play by Troxler can be improved, but Rochford is definitely being too aggressive in his tanks as well. So versus maybe a more, I guess, a player which uses his tanks a bit more efficiently, that H should have died those 2 times. Coming out too close here, too close there. But bad luck for Troxler, losing both tanks. 177 to 47 in terms of kills. Rochford is absolutely massacring Troxler's troops at this stage. Troxler doesn't look like he has a counter for a H and will not, because he's bought an M4A4, bought a Valentine, so he hasn't really got much on the field that can do much. And he's also bought 2 Anzac squads, I believe, and also maybe he bought a Black Watch squad as well, so he could have 5 points for the Crocodile, which may be able to turn the tide. Crocodile is one of those units which can take a lot of hits, and the armor can be very glitchy sometimes, so it could pretty much last the whole game and really cause hell for Rochford. That's just one way of possibly winning, maybe counting on the armor of the Croc and being glitchy, I don't know. At this stage it's really hard for Rochford Troxler to come back. He could put a 2-2 here, but then H would come. He possibly needs to maybe put a 2-2 here, 2-2 here, and then we get an AT rifle, AT bazooka guy here, and bait the H to come down, because I know Rochford is a very aggressive player and will maybe do that. People aren't seeming to know thy enemy in this tournament. They don't seem to be playing against the weaknesses of the enemy, but Rochford here being aggressive again, sending his units straight up without any infantry support. This H here has got no infantry support in front. He really should have copped an ATP right to the head right now. Rochford doesn't deserve this. This deserves to die right now. It's just running in. Where are the AT infantries? The last 3 games I've never seen any AT infantries. With an AT grenade here, I don't know what Troxler was thinking. Maybe he's really low on CP. He's got so much MP and he just wants to bring in a Tiger or something right now, because he's definitely got a lot of money. Good support here for the half track. Does stop Rochford from capping that flag. Excuse me if I'm mixing up my plays as I have had a lot to drink. But here is this half track. Holding this point quite securely from the infantry. I'm wondering what Rochford is going to buy instead of that H. If he buys another H, then if he doesn't, I'd say that's a really stupid move there. Volstrom is getting torn up though by the commando squad. It seems like he's having troubles with CP, but there's also that sniper still in that window. It's just taking out 2 commandos, especially versus, and there goes the half track for the 2-2-2. So this left-hand flag should be easily neutralized. But as I was saying, especially versus a sniper, I would not buy higher tier infantry, as a sniper kills an SAS man as he would kill a militiaman. So he really needs to take that sniper. So the sniper is taking out pretty much He's taking out 6 commandos at the moment, so that's nearly a whole squad of commandos wasted just to that sniper. And that 2-2 here now is coming to mow down that commando squad. Being very aggressive against Rochford. And 80 infantry is what you need versus Rochford in a prone position, as he would charge vehicles over and over to you. Whilst on the left flag, slow progress here by the assault rifleman. But here's Cromwell here. I can hear the gun. Gonna shoot through the sandbags maybe to take out that 2-2-2. It does need to make that a priority. He definitely, after taking that 2-2-2, he needs to destruct this cover by shooting a HE shells on the roof, which will make the whole building collapse, especially that bloody sniper in that building taking out all the commandos. He needs to have some sort of vengeance on him. But on the western front here, we see an assault squad coming up, moving up slowly. Anzac squad moving up to support and hold the flank. But here's a Piat finally by troxler, but not in a good position. Going too close to this infantry here. Really should possibly move back a bit more, because that infantry is too close. But Piat maybe come here slowly, or maybe around here in prone position. Let the Cromwell bait whatever comes next. But this Cromwell is rather unsupported by infantry as well. Surprisingly, this tournament there's been a lot of bad pushes with tanks without infantry, but here comes a 2-2 again. The Piat right here would have taken that out. Wow, this 2-2 should have died multiple times, but takes out the entire assault squad, doing burnouts, running over them. He's taken out every single assault squad there without any infantry support. Wow, there really should have been that Piat over there. Slightly bad positioning there by Rochford. Sorry, by troxler. Rochford getting lucky with that 2-2. That really shouldn't happen. Should be interesting to see if Rochford goes against Boz, who would charge their tank first, because there most likely will be lots of close range tank battles with both of them charging tanks against each other. Rochford does have the dominance in the field at the moment with the tank here, and also this Willie Juice won't last long with the sniper and the MGs over here. So it's going to be decrewed any moment. Sniper. The left flag's now being, the western flag's being capped by troxler with the support of the Cromwell. But here's some encounter of the H again, so it looks like he wasn't actually trying to free up CP, he was just charging that quite ridiculously. But obviously the Cromwell died because there was no infantry support and it was running into an area with infantry, and especially with the buildings, it would have slowed him down tenfold, so an AT grenade could have all the time in the world to destroy it. But there goes the GG from troxler. A lot of mistakes by both players, I must say, but nevertheless it was a good battle from both. No one quitting, staying the course of the game, being good men of war warriors. You should never quit a game, Takisakis, because you never know what will happen. But anyway, hits troxler to 4 and Rochford to 100 in 3 points. But there's the Piat, which should have came much earlier to take out these H's and any of Rochford's fanatical charging German tanks and light vehicles. 98 to 4, 99 to 4. Oh, and this last militiaman wants to just get a few more shots before it finishes. And 100 to 4. Good game, guys.